The Goat and the Gate. Script. Listen closely because this story begins with a sound most creatures fear, the creak of an old wooden gate and the heartbeat of a goat who believed freedom waited just beyond it. On the edge of a quiet hillside farm lived a restless young goat named Brindle. While the other goats grazed lazily under the sun, Brindle spent his days staring at the fence, at the gate, at the wide, open world beyond the posts and planks. To him, the farm felt small, too small, predictable, safe, and suffocating. Every night, he listened to the distant mountains calling his name, the wind whispering promises of adventure. And every morning, he pressed his horns against that gate, testing it, pushing it, dreaming of the moment when wood would splinter and freedom would spill in. One fog-laden dawn, after a night of rain had softened the earth, Brindle nudged the gate again. This time, crack. The hinge groaned. One more shove, snap. The gate swung open like a mouth unhinged. Brindle froze. Freedom, real freedom, stood right there, mist curling around its ankles. He stepped forward, one hoof, then the next. The world beyond smelled wild. Sharp pine, wet soil, distant storms. It felt bigger than his dreams, wider than his fears. Thrilling, terrifying, perfect. Brindle trotted deeper into the trees, chest swelling with pride. But beneath that pride, something else crept in. A silence too deep, a stillness too heavy. The forest watched him. A twig snapped, then another. A low growl threaded through the shadows. 2 yellow eyes blinked open in the underbrush. Then 4, then 6. Wolves. Not stories, not warnings. Real. Brindle's heartbeat stumbled. He backed toward the way he came, only to find more shadows sliding between the trees, circling him like smoke. Suddenly, the truth burned hotter than fear. He had broken out, yes, but into a world built on teeth. The wolves lunged, and Brindle ran. Branches whipped past him. Roots clawed at his hooves. Breath tore from his lungs as he darted left, then right, scraping through narrow gaps where wolves couldn't reach. The pounding of paws behind him grew louder, closer, relentless. Just when his legs began to fail, he saw it. The broken gate. The farm's familiar fences glowing gold in the rising sun. With the last of his strength, Brindle hurled himself through the opening. The wolves skidded to the edge of the fence line, but would not cross. They melted back into the forest, their growls fading into the trees. Brindle collapsed onto the soft straw inside the farmyard, trembling. Not from fear now, but from understanding. Freedom wasn't just outside walls. Safety wasn't just inside them. And wisdom lived somewhere in between, in knowing why limits existed and when to challenge them. Later that morning, as the farmer repaired the gate, Brindle stood nearby, no longer staring out in longing, but in respect, because he had discovered something wondrous, painful, and true. A gate can keep you in. A gate can keep danger out. But the smartest kind of freedom is the freedom earned with wisdom, not haste. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.